Alright, so Donald, you've been around for a while, quite a while, right?
Yes, I have.
You started when?
2007.
2007. This would have been right after Celestial Stars for you, right? Right.
Yes.
And just before Digicel Rising Star.
Yes.
2007 to 2016 is almost a full decade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So coming into PRVM from Celestial Stars, because you would have been experienced in vocals and in ministry for a while before then, coming in, how did that change your experience?
Well, I never knew like different techniques in singing, right? So I was on a worship team before, and
Right.
you know, bad technique, singing from the throat, and I was accustomed to doing that for years. So that was bad.
So the
when I
breaking
came
of
here,
the muscle memory.
yes,
Yeah.
muscle memory, opening the drawer, dropping the drawer, so you know, certain vocal formations and stuff that actually helped me to open up. And today I actually open up a lot.
Right.
Because I always remember that. Drop your jaw down, drop your jaw.
Yeah, that's always that one thing that's
Yeah.
drilled into your head no matter
Yeah.
how long ago.
Yeah.
I completely get it. For me, that would have been that root tension here, really singing the throat. Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's bad practice.
Yes.
Bad practice.
So that would make a huge difference vocally for you. How did it change personally?
Personally, I was a little more confident, and I would go on stage
Right.
and be more open.
You're right. Because you could bring yourself.
Yeah, you could bring yourself here because you know you have the technique, you know what you're doing, you know what you're about, so you could be a little more forthcoming.
Right, because you know you have that solid foundation to kind of step out there with. That makes so much sense. I get it completely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how, after being involved in PRVM, I know you went on to do Digicel Rising Star and a couple of other things. How did it impact your ministry and music?
Digicel Rising Stars?
PRVM.
Alright, well, anywhere I go, I tell people I did vocal training with Shelly, PRVM. And so sometimes they want to come to me and say, well, here's what I did basic really, and some other stuff with her. But I recommend that you go to her because I was so busy.
Yeah.
Up and down at that time. So I say, here's what, check PRVM, you're good to go. And a couple students actually came because I told them to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So now over the years, I know you would have released an album, an EP, you have all this music out. How do you think that being at PRVM influenced the music you made?
Well, I spoke to Shelly concerning I was doing No Love Like Yours, and
Right.
she guided me as well. Drop your jaw.
Always.
She gave me some techniques and stuff, so when I applied it to the song, I was a little more expressive in the music.
Right, you could really pour yourself into it.
Yeah,
and
that's
it.
one thing
so
I can say. The impact is the change, the knowledge.
Yes.
Because of the knowledge, I was able to open up a little more, do things a little better.
Yeah, usually you find that you have that foundation, you can step on to a little more confidence and you're able to throw yourself into the thing a little bit better.
That's it.
So now for the past almost decade, I assume you would have observed the changes and the transitions that PRVM has gone through, the seasons. So what do you think stands out the most over that time?
Well, I know students that were here became teachers, so that's right. That right is advancement. And if Shelly, as an experienced vocal coach, see that these students can become teachers, that says a lot.
Yeah, because I mean
That's
you're equipping people now to go out and multiply that impact. Yeah, that makes
and that
sense.
is very encouraging.
Yes.
That I can say is very encouraging.
Okay, cool. So if you could find one reason, just one big reason to recommend PRVM to somebody else, except you drop your jaw back, what would that be?
Experience. It's like a holistic experience.
Okay.
So you will get training, you'll make new friends,
Right.
and it's a love.
Yeah.
You know, anything we have and you'll be invited to.
Wow, yeah.
So you always be a part of the experience that you will have, and then the post experience. Yeah, the continued experience.
Right.
You
Because it's
receive
like
new
once a
students
Ruby,
come in,
always a Ruby kind of
always a
thing.
Ruby.
That makes sense.
Once
Well,
people come in, you know, you can encourage them, you can tell them what and how has it been. And you see that family, that helped me a lot because it helped me a lot.
great.
It helped me